players are ready to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now Saquon Barkley, a man who played collegiately here in the Keystone State. And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Rodriguez. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And this is something you don't see too much of. Fullbacks trying to stretch the field. But he does a nice job there getting lost out in space and comes up with a really nice gain.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. On third down, he'll drop to throw. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. On to punt, Jamie Gillen. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Brady. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Brady. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
They were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
First carry for Najee Harris. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
From the 29, Brady. Over the middle, that's caught by Claypool. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. On play action, now Brady. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
From midfield, here's Brady. Right side, Claypool's got it. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Brady's throw there, hauled in by Claypool. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. That swung out wide to Harris. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that could be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. To throw is Brady. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. Stonewalled on 2nd down. Now let's see what they can do on 3rd and goal from the 2. They'll try and run with Harris. And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short. What a stand so far defensively. And now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Boswell's kick is good. So 3 points on the board. As easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
The Browns drive about to get started. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll set up a throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 45-yard line. A handoff to Barkley. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Here's 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. Oh, into a sea of defenders have intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Open man, completes it to Claypool. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. They hand this off to Harris. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
That toss play right, we know it's one of the successful plays they have in their arsenal, and they showed you why there.
And remember, in order for it to be successful, because it's a little bit of a slower developing play, those blocks at the line of scrimmage have to be kept, have to be held, so that the runner can get to the corner and turn it upfield.
Now a first down carry for Harris.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll run on first down. It's Harris. And bulldozing his way through. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now he'll throw with Brady. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that. You definitely would have liked to have hit on that one, because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
The Browns drive about to get started. They find themselves down here after an interception on their opening drive led to a field goal. But all in all, you'd have to say fortunate to be only down 6.
Yeah, and you know how teams huddle on the sideline before they come out on the field in between series? Guaranteed what's said there is, guess what, guys? We take this ball, move it downfield, put it in the end zone, we're right back to even.
First down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part. of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. They had 2 straight first downs, now a gain of 9 to set up 2nd and 1. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 45 yards on the ground for him so far.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now here's a throw that's complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
It's a gain. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 28-yard line.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by a Keller Witherspoon. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Brady now on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsom. And the Browns force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. He'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has a...
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Browns can grab the lead if they hit the extra point. Now the try here for the extra point. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So we have reached halftime here with not much scoring between these two teams. 6-6 our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. All even through one half of football as we get back underway in quarter number 3. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
On second down, it's Harris. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And that will be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. "51 yards on the punt there. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right, in baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going.
Offense at a premium the last 2 drives. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run again with Harris. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
From the 45 on second down, Brady is going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Play action. Now it's Brady. Here's Fuller with a catch. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 29-yard line. And CD, that last throw, you ready for this? Puts him over 90,000 passing yards now for his career, an almost unimaginable number.
You know, I actually sat down when you said that number because it is almost unimaginable. Because, let me do the calculation here. That's more than 51 miles, Brandon. Okay? Are you kidding me? Very impressive.
And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. They will take a 7-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. Second and 8. They'll drop to throw. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. On second down, here's Barkley. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
terrible towels here at Heinz Field. Out in full force. Here's 3rd and long.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
He's to the 10 and down to the 7-yard line.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
Now they'll give it to the first option. That's their fullback. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. He's going to get it running right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Saquon Barkley, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Extra point attempt to follow here. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this 4th quarter. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw taken in here by Fuller. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. On the give, this is Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Steelers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Boswell good with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he's going to look downfield for Barkley. And incomplete on the deep ball.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
On 2nd down now, Barkley. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, 1-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick 6.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you're pressing a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now up to 14. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away. Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Now Brady on the bootleg. Over the middle, that's caught by Claypool. And in for the Steelers, touchdown. Chase Claypool, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Steelers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes. 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They go play action here on first down. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Again, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And out of bounds right around the 20. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. This is caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year and 3rd overall. And the Browns have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. The point after is good, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
On first down, Brady. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Brady. Open man completes it to Claypool. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Let's go.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try to run with Harris. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
At the 2-yard line.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Now here's another carry for Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Steelers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point now by Boswell. And he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And they take a knee. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Pittsburgh, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Baltimore Ravens next week. Meanwhile, for the Browns, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans.